Hello, today we're doing a really easy maintenance job. We're taking care of our teak. Now, on our particular boat, we don't have a lot of teak. We've got these 3 stairs and we have a flagpole out front, which we have our AGLCA Bergie on. So, not a lot to do. Lisa's already sanded down that flagpole and put 1 coat of oil on. We just did the top step to see how it would go. Since we're interior, we're not going to go with a deep clean with the teak cleaners. They really weren't in bad shape. They just, had a lot of oils on them, from people walking up and not being maintained. So you can see how this one came back to life with just a light sanding with 220 grit. And now we're going to tackle the next 2, give them a light sand, vacuum it off, and then we'll see what we have. Remember, always sand with the grain of your teak. It's a very dense wood, so don't be scared of giving it a little bit of a sanding, especially if you have any buildup of paints or buffing compounds. We just kind of buffed this out. We're touching up some areas in our boats. Our boat's Matterhorn white. Luckily enough, Caterpillar, their engines in marine are Matterhorn white. So we're able to touch up some of the little areas up here that got nicked. But anyway, I digress. What we're doing here is, we buffed this up, cleaned up all the marks, and again, back to doing some sanding on this teak. And this is one of those items that we wanted to get done before we do a tour on the boat. A lot of people have been asking to see the whole boat, to be able to get a tour, and we want to do that. We want to do that soon. But we just wanted to get some of this little touch-up done, get the interior cleaned up. We really haven't done the interior since we moved in, so this will make a nice big difference. All right, so we'll vacuum that step up. Now we'll go ahead, we'll get some teak oil. We're just using regular Starbright teak oil, putting it onto a cloth here. And it'll probably take 2 coats because these haven't seen oil in quite a while. It's been, I would say, at least 10 years since they've seen any oil. So, and then we've got the groove in there, so we've got to press that in solid. So 2 of the steps done. Like I say, I think we're going to end up with 2 coats of oil on them. Such a big difference in the look. So we'll come back to you as soon as we get this one, and we'll talk about having the steps all wrapped up. All right, so we've got everything done. Steps are done, all wrapped up. Went out and got our flagpole. You should have saw this. I've seen some bad teak in my day. But this one, we used all the products on this one. We used the 3-step Starbright process. Works really good. It's a cleaner, conditioner, and the oil. We've seen some crazy stuff. Our neighbors here on the docks yesterday were out there with Clorox and some bleach. I'm sure there's multiple ways to do it, but I'm telling you, the Starbright system, it works incredibly well. You can see these steps after being neglected for years, and I wish we would have done it before the flagpole. It was untouched for years. In fact, if we have a photo, we'll throw it up there. All right, so that wraps that project up. I think the steps turned out great. Flagpole turned out great. But the other thing, like I mentioned, we're doing just some little touch-up. As we took the boat apart, we took these tops off. Things got nicked up. We tried really hard not to have any damage, but we got some. We're also taking the time just to buff any marks off of the doors and the sides here, and then we're putting a sealant on, All Care on top of it, just to help protect it, make it easier to clean. So, short little project. Hope you enjoyed it.